The days following Arjun's agreement with Mohan were filled with hope. Arjun worked tirelessly in the small workshop, crafting intricate pieces of furniture. The pay was modest, but it was enough to keep them going. Meera, always by his side, found solace in the rhythm of their life, and together they slowly began to rebuild their dreams. By day, Arjun would work at the shop, while Meera spent her time weaving and helping with small tasks around the village. They spoke less of their struggles, but their bond was unspoken, a quiet understanding between them, woven tighter with each passing day. One evening, after a long day of work, Arjun returned home to find Meera sitting on the porch, her face serene under the soft glow of the setting sun. She smiled at him, and for a moment it felt as though all the hardship they'd endured was finally beginning to fade away. Together they would face whatever came next. As Arjun reached for her hand, he noticed something strange. A letter sitting neatly on the porch, addressed to him in elegant handwriting. His heart skipped a beat. Who could it be from? With trembling hands, he opened it. The letter was from the landlord's son, the same man who had threatened to take over the old workshop. The words were blunt. Arjun, we have reconsidered our decision. You are to return to the workshop immediately. The terms have changed. Report to the manor tomorrow. Don't keep me waiting. Arjun stared at the letter, his mind racing. What had changed? Why this sudden offer after all the hardship? Was this a trap or a real chance for a fresh start? Meera, sensing the shift in his mood, stood up and walked to his side. Her hand rested gently on his arm, offering quiet support. Arjun, she whispered, what will you do? Arjun took a deep breath, his gaze fixed on the letter. I don't know, he replied, but I need to find out. We need answers. The next day, Arjun set off for the manor, with Meera's gaze following him until he disappeared beyond the trees. Her heart ached with worry, but she trusted him, just as she always had. She had faith that whatever came next, they would face it together. As Arjun arrived at the manor, he was greeted by the landlord's son, who smiled coldly. Welcome back, he said. I hope you're ready for the work ahead. But as Arjun stepped further inside, his eyes were drawn to something, a figure in the corner of the room, shrouded in shadow. It was a woman, her face barely visible in the dim light. Her voice cut through the tension, sending a chill down Arjun's spine. You've made a terrible mistake, Arjun. This isn't what it seems. The man you've trusted, he's not who you think he is. Arjun's mind raced, but before he could ask more, the door slammed shut behind him, and the woman disappeared into the darkness. What was happening here? Who was she? And why had she warned him? As Arjun turned to leave, the landlord's son stepped forward, blocking his path. You should be careful who you trust, he said with a knowing smile. Things are not always as they seem. Arjun stood frozen, his mind spinning. What was the truth? Was this all part of a deeper game? And where did Meera fit into it all? Back in the village, Meera waited, her heart heavy with every passing minute. What was happening to Arjun, and what danger loomed over them both? Will they be torn apart by forces they can't control? Don't miss the gripping conclusion in part 10 of Threads of Love, where the truth is revealed, and love, loyalty, and trust will be tested in ways Arjun and Meera never expected.